but I was not afraid. I knew somehow that she was not there to do us any harm, or that she did not come to hunt. That night somehow a bond was forged between us.
Since then, she's come into camp every other night. Most wild lion prides avoid contact with people, but it seems that Lady Lua's isolation drives her to seek human company.
We never fed her, and there was nothing for her to scavenge on. So there was no other reason for her to visit us other than for companionship. It is amazing to think that a completely wild animal that has been harassed and her pride been massacred by us trusts us and somehow makes that move. Just absolutely amazing. Sometimes she would lie next to the tent. I would fall asleep and listen to her purr. And the next morning I would wake up and she was still there. It was really amazing to experience this mutual trust with a completely wild predator that had only bad experience with human beings. She's obviously following me because she's looking for company. She's alone. As much as I care for Lady Lua, I know that I must keep my distance. She's a wild animal and we want to keep it that way. We cannot allow her to close the distance too much because that would invariably invite an accident. And that is the last thing we want to have.
Herbert doesn't allow Lady to come closer than about 5 meters. But she keeps trying to get his attention.
I knew something had to change when she started changing her behavior. She scratched the trees. She even destroyed the seat of the Land Cruiser. And I realized I could never be the mate she was looking for. She really needed a companion of her own kind.
At last, in October of 2008, this may just be possible. Herbert is not the only one who's been following Lady Lua's plight. Craig Reed of African Parks manages Lua Plain National Park, and for the last 2 years, he's been hatching a plan to bring lions back to Lua.
One of the primary objectives of African Parks managing national parks in Africa is to rehabilitate the natural processes which have always taken place in the parks. Lions have always been a very important part of the processes here, and for that reason we felt it was very important to bring them back. I think Lady Lua has become a special character, and it's going to be fantastic for her to relinquish that character status and just become a normal lion again. For me, that's what's most important about this whole process.
Before a male can be brought in, Lady Lua must be collared so that the African Parks team can find her if anything goes wrong during the translocation. Despite vet Ian Parsons' special care, sedation can be a traumatic experience for any wild animal. But will it be enough to shake her newfound faith in humans? The shot is perfect. The team must move quickly.
This was the first time I touched her, and I must say she has got an incredible presence. But I keep wondering how she will react to the whole process.